So we did something on the React.js last time. So we'll continue that journey today, but we will also do some other stuff regarding the other stuff like data structure and other things. So let me also download one more extension here, and that is Postman, which we will be using in our React project. We install Postman. It's installed. Let's see now. Let's close this. So if I can see Postman here now. It's still updating. Okay, so let's start one more thing. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this one soon. Let me sign into the Postman. So we have to create the account in the Postman. Or we can sign in. Okay, signed in, and here we see different, different kind of requests which we can make. So it has a lot of other things. I don't want to go into detail. We can create new one for our project. These are my old projects, which you can see it here. Okay, so let's start one data structure kind of thing. It's not the real data structure, but it's algorithm problem. So I'll be putting in the data structure. We completed the search last time. So here I will create a new project, new folder, and name it as frequency counter. So the folder name is frequency counter. Here I will put the readme.txt where I will put all the information. So one of the problem which we'll touch is called same.js. So I will write down the what you have to do, and you have 5 minutes or 6 minutes, whatever it takes to complete this one. Okay, so I will be giving you the question. You have to try the solution yourself. So you have to write a function, and name of the function will be called save. So the function name is save, like this function save. It will take 2 arguments. One is array1 and array2. So it will take these 2 arguments, so which accepts 2 arrays. The function should return true if every value in the array has its corresponding value squared in the second array. So we have 2 arrays. It will return true if one array has some values and another array has value, but it is a square of the first array. The frequency of the values must be the same. So the frequencies must also be same. For example, I will put some example. If I pass one array with 1, comma 2, comma 3, you will see so we have 3 elements. So another array should also have 3 elements. It cannot have 4 elements. And what is the square of 1? It is 1 only. What is the square of 2? It is 4. What is the square of 3? It is 9. But it can be at any position. I can have 9 here also, any position, but it should be square of the first, one of the elements of the first array. So this will return true because each element of here first array and each element of the second array is square of the each element of the first array. Let me give you another example. Same, if I pass 1, comma 1, comma 3, and here in the second array, if it is 1, comma 9, comma 9, so this should return false because square of 1 is present here, square of another one is not present here. Here it is 9, and square of 3 is present here as at 9. So this is also good, but this is not good. So it should have same elements, and it should have all the elements should have the square in the second one. Let's take another example. If I pass here as 1, then whether it will be true or false. If I pass here as 191, here 113, whether it will be true or false. It should be true. Why? Because first one will be square is here, 1 square is present here. It should be present in second array. The position is not important. 3, the square of 3 is here. Let's take one more example. If we have 1 and 3 here, and here we have 199. So though we have the square of 1 here, and 3 square is here, but the total elements here and here are different. So this will be false. So this is the exercise which we have to do. Before I write down the pseudocode or whether I explain, I will not write down the pseudocode, I will explain. I want you to try on this. You have 5 minutes to do this one. Try to do your logic. Don't Google it. Don't use ChatGPT. Try your own. Even if it is wrong, it's fine. But try yourself. Okay, you have 5 minutes. Let me know once it is done, or if you have done partially also, then it's fine. I want to see everyone's solution in 5 minutes. Whether I want to see your approach, I want to see what you're trying to do. Even if it's wrong, I want to see that. Okay, so everyone should try. Don't say you have not done it. You don't know. You have to try, even if it's wrong. Okay, so just do it. So in 5 minutes, I will ask you who has completed it. So Subramanyam, so there is a problem on the screen. You have to do this problem yourself. Try to solve this problem. I have written the question here. This is the example. You have to write a function and implement the logic. So once you are done with all this one or this function, try to run all these examples. Okay, if you are getting results correctly or not. So try to run in the console. You can do it and try to do all the examples. So nobody should refer the chat GPT or Google because anyhow you will get the solution there. Then you will not be able to use your brain. I want you to use your brain. It's okay if you do wrong, but you should use your brain. So now, let's say if you use your brain, then at the time of interview, you will remember, oh, what you were thinking and how you resolve this problem. So, Santosh, I see your solution. Can you run all this example and see if you're getting results correctly? I will paste this text here. So you have to go through all this and run it. See if it is giving the correct result. So if you're not getting correct result, then you have to modify your function and try to answer it. I want everyone to paste their solution, even if it is incomplete, incorrect, just try to paste it. I will not be going through each line of code now, but I want to see how you are thinking with the in this current limited time. So one thing to remember is that this I and the square of I should not be at the same position. It can be same, it can be different position. Like here, we have 3 at square of 3 is at the first position, whereas 3 is at the last position. So if you are comparing 1 with this 9, then it will not work. Okay, so it can be anywhere. This 1, 2, 3 can be anywhere, and 9, 1, 4 can be anywhere. But all the elements should have the square in the second array. Like 2 has square 4 here, 1 has square 1 here, 3 has square 9 here. So if you are looping this array and this array inside it and trying to compare I with j, then that will not work. So the thing is that whenever you join, Subramaniam, you have to join using PC, because everything will be now practical, and I want everyone to do the things, exercise together here. So next time, maybe today you don't have, but next time, try to join using PC, and you have to do a lot of things here, because whole session is, you have to do. I won't be doing it. Everything you have to do. So if you don't have PC, then you will waste your time. You will not be able to understand properly. Okay, so too much time went here. Okay, so okay, it's okay, Subramaniam. Maybe next time you bring the PC with you. So I will create this, as a page, and then uh, you have to try this today. Show me tomorrow. And when you show me tomorrow, also don't try to copy or Google it or use ChatGPT. I want you to use your brain. If it's wrong, try to fix it. Even if it takes 1 hour, 2 hours, try to fix the solution, and all the test cases should get passed. So here, this is the topic called as frequency counter problems. There will be many problems on this one. First problem is the same array. We are checking the, or we can say name same. So here I will put my question. So if you copy from Google or ChatGPT, then you will get the right solution, but you will not learn from it. Okay, unless you use your brain, think on it. If it is going wrong, this is the simplest thing I'm giving. I will not give the problem of the leak code or something else which has no learning purpose. They only try to check everything. All these problems which I will be sharing, they are for some learning purpose, and we'll learn the logic, how to solve the frequency counter problems. So there will be many such problems which has the same kind of questions and same kind of solutions. So we'll be going through a lot of such problems. So once you understand one thing, other will be very easy. So the first time it is little challenging, and once you do the first time, it will be easy. Okay, so I will put interview. Let me create new one, new category called as data structure. Let's put a data structure inside JavaScript. And inside data structure, I will say frequency counter problems under data structure. So this is the frequency counter. Let's publish it. Let's view post. So I will put it here. And once you get the solution, put it in the comment. And tomorrow I'll check and I will show you the solution. We'll discuss the solution together tomorrow. Okay, let me put it in the readme file. So today is day 10/09. Last few days I didn't took the class because I was busy, and I'm also busy few days. So I will let you know if I'm not coming any day. So what we did, frequency counter problems. First problem was the same kind of thing. This is a link. I will share this in the chat, Telegram chat after this meeting. Okay, let's start now our React one. Any questions here? Any concerns? Any questions? Okay. So 1 second, I'll be back. Open your React project. I'll be back in 1 minute. So we'll start our React project now, and this will continue tomorrow. So let me start the project. Where is the project? First project, source, yarn, start. Okay, I think something is running. Let's start in another port. Okay. So this one was a project which we did on that day. We'll continue working on this project, and we'll see the concepts of the React also along with we are learning. So now I will ask question on this one. So we are working on the topic 1. Okay, and this is what we did in the topic 1 folder, everything. Now what I will do, I will create topic, and let's keep topic 1 only, and then we'll continue with topic 1. Now we have the add topic where I will be adding the topics. Here the results where we will be showing the results to the user. Here is a search one where we will search the topic among all the list of the topics. In the results, we will also add pagination in future, but right now there is no pagination, but pagination will come soon. This is the topic 1. Now, when someone will add the topic here, I want to show that in the results. And when someone will search the topic, I will also update the results here. So I need to create one variable, which variable I have to pass in different components. So where should I create the variables which will update when someone will add topic? Whether that variable I should create in add topic, or in the results page, or in the search page, or in the topic 1. Where should I create the variable which will get updated when user will try to add a topic? So we have to add that variable inside the topic 1, so that whenever so that variable I can pass in the search also, in the topic also, in the results also, and so that variable whenever it get updated, I can pass to any component. So always that variable should be at the top level of the component, and that is in the topic 1. When we will move to the Redux, it is not necessary that we should put the variable here in the topic 1. We have the separate place of keeping the variable that is in the Redux. And in that Redux, it is not required to put the variable in the topic 1. I can place it anywhere, and I can get it from anywhere. So we will talk about that when we will start the Redux. Right now, let's talk about things without Redux. Now there are two kinds of the variables in React. One is called the state variables and second is called props variables. So the state variables are generally are the variables which we can change. Variables which we can change. And whereas in the props variable are there, which are read-only, these variables are read-only, and they are passed from parent component to child component. So props are the variables which are read-only. We cannot change the props, and these variables are passed from the parent component to the child component. So here, when someone will add topic, I have to put in some of the variables which will hold it in array format. So for example, someone will put mango. So I will put this mango in my some array so that I can display that to other users. And another user will then tomorrow I will again add another topic called as apple. So I will add in this array. Since this array is updating every time we add the topic, so shall I create a state variable for it, or shall I create the props variable for it? So we have to create a state variable because it is changing. Since these variables are getting changed, so we have to create a state variable for this because we are trying to update it. Now, next exercise is to create the state variable for keeping this mango in the array in this component. So I just want you to create a state variable and put it in the comment how you have created the state variable which will put these topics in the array format. So I want you to create that variable here in this topic component. Give me the just line of the code which you have used to create a state variable for keeping track of mango, apple and everything. I want every one of you put your solution in the comment. I don't want one or two people putting comment. I know Subramanian does not have PC today, but next time he will bring it, and everyone should put their comments. So I want to see what you're thinking, how you're doing it. I want to see is there any weakness in your line of code or anything. I want to fix it. If you follow whatever I am giving, then you will not understand reasoning behind each one. Okay, I'm waiting for Santosh now. Santosh, what happened? Okay, I can see Santosh has given his solution. Okay, so I'll take one of the solution. I prefer topics word, though I can use any word in here. I will paste it here. So how to create a state variable? To create the state variable, we have to use constant, and in the array, we have to use the state variable name and the function to update the value of this topics. So this function will update the value of topics here. So initial value we have to put in the state. Since I have not imported the use state, so either I can import using curly bracket here, or I can also use react.useState. Then this use state is not needed here. So either of this is fine. So right now just I'm importing it. So I don't need react.useState. Now, whatever values will be in this topics, I can display that topics in the results. Okay. So initially, let's say I give some example to show you. Let's put some few initial, values. Then user can add more later. Now I want to show this results, show these topics in the results page. So I have to pass these topics in the results page as a parameter, which is also called as a prop. So is it good idea to pass both the variables like topics and set topics in the results, or only I should pass set topics, or only I should pass topics? What should I pass in the results component? So we have to pass only topics, not the set topics. We have to pass only topics. So let's pass these topics here in the results component here. Now, in the search one, I will talk about search later. So let's assume the search is not here. We'll not talk about search now. What should I pass in the add topic component? Whether I should pass both, or whether I should pass set topics, or whether I should pass topics. So we should pass. Let's see what are the comments. Okay, Subramaniam is saying both. So this is an interesting answer. Why? Can Subramaniam tell me why we have to pass both?
Need to update the state, right? And also need to find the initial state of that previous one also.
So previous one, how will you know which one is the previous one? How will you know which one is the previous one?
Initially, we'll be adding one topic, say mango. After that, we'll be updating it for adding another topic, so that previous state has to be there.
I'm not clear on previous state. What do you mean by previous state? So add topic is something, there's a form. Someone will select add topic. And this add topic will be added in this list. So where will the topics will be used in this add topic? Where will you use topics inside the add topic?
Inside input, we have to place value stay.
So value. Okay, you have to put a value, but you have to put a value. Yeah. Where will the topics will come? In the year will come value. In the year will come topics.
Yes.
So this value is string, but this topic is array. How will you put array inside the value of here? Okay, let's delete this one. Okay, so now now let's try to pass only the set topics for the add topic. Okay. So here in each component, you have to pass the limited amount of variables which are only needed for that component. You should not pass both, thinking, oh, both can be passed in this component. That is not good idea. You have to pass only of limited amount of data to each component. Okay. So now let's try to show the results. We will talk more about that topic tomorrow. Let's show the results in the with the topics. So since I'm passing topics here, so how will I get the topics here? So what change you will do in this line of the code so that I can get these topics? So just write down in the comment what you will get it here, what you will change it here so that I should get these topics in the results page. Tell me only this line of the code. What change you will do in this line? Yeah, destructure. So write down the change this, show me what should I write down here. Okay, so I can also say here as a props. Then if I want to use the topics, I can use it like props dot topics like this. Or also I can destructure this props. Yeah. Also, as Subramanian is saying, I can put topics here and I can use props like this. So I'm destructuring props like this one. Or third way is I can directly put these topics here in this place. So it will automatically destructure it and give me the topics instead of the props. So this is the most clear way what I am trying to get it. So we will be using topics. If I use props like this only, then I will not know what things are coming inside this component. So better is we will use topics here. Once we get these topics, I will loop this topic here. And what is the way to loop the topics? You have to write down how should I loop these topics to display these results. Show me how I will loop and display each result. Yeah, you have to show me, you have to write down the map function and show me how I will use it in real. Yeah, I know it's map function. I don't want topics.map. I want exactly how will you display. If I put only topics.map, it will not really display it. I want to display all li tags. So you have to use li tag and show me the final version. What should here I write? So that I can take your code and put it here. I don't have to do any change. Okay, so we have to say this topics. So I will start, since this is a variable, I have to start the curly bracket. I will use the topics. Sometimes we don't get the value in the topics. So it is always better. We should add question mark dot. So whenever topics is available, then only it will go to the map part. And inside map, we have the arrow function. Arrow function will have two parameters here. One will be the record, each record, and one will be the index of the array. Record is nothing but this record. Mango, apple will go as a record, and index is 0, 1, 2. This will be the 0, this will be 1, like that. And then inside this, I have to return. I will return li tag, and inside li, I will say record. But in React, whenever we have array, we have to put the key inside the li tag. Otherwise, things will not work properly. We will get warning in the console. So key can be unique. If the records are unique, if these values are unique, I can use the record directly here. But maybe user has put mango 2 times, so we may not get the unique record. So right now we will put index. Index is generally not a good idea. We should use some unique thing from the record. Whenever we will try to put this in the real database, you will get the database ID. That ID you have to put it in the real project. But since this is just a dummy project and we don't have the ID inside here, a unique ID, so we are using an index, which is the 0, 1, 2 of the array. And I will delete this one. So initially, when the page will load, I will be able to see all the topics which are here. So let's see that one. So you see, I can see mango and apple, which is the default value. I put it here. I can put one more, grapes. So we see grapes also here. So initially, we have these values which will be displayed in the results page. So tomorrow we will do the add topic part, and we will see how to add the topic inside this array. So this topic is of kind of array, and we're trying to add inside the array. There may be many times where it's a string, it's a numeric, it's a floating, it's a object. That also we'll see some examples in future. But for now, for this exercise, we will only work on this array part. Any questions on this one? So let me create. Yeah. Any question?
Yeah. Related to state, use state will return two variables, right? State and setting object as state object.
Yeah.
Right. How it will return? Like let's say we are passing use state as a parameter to array. That is returns topics and sets topics value.
Right. So what do you want to return?
Will be stored. See, use state is defined method, right?
Yeah.
It is returns something, right?
It returns array. It returns array. The 0 position is topic and 1 position is set topics.
No, what I'm asking is internally defined function, right?
Right.
So we are passing that function to some array like mango, apple, and all those things.
Yeah, we are passing parameters to this function. Yeah, we are passing parameters to this function.
Yes. Somewhere we will React define the will be they will be returning some values that will be stored in the topics.
Right.
How it will be stored? That number.
Right.
I had interview question on this.
No, your not question is not clear. Can you write down your question in the chat? Okay, till you write down, I will just copy this inside our notes. Need is day 1. Put it in chat so I should be clear what you are trying to ask. Here will be the 1 second. So now today I will just put results and topics 1 case only. So let's get these topics, put it here in the code so you can use it. And here will be the results one which we did. I will put it in the code. Okay. I put JS, read JavaScript and JS. So this is the second thing which we did here. Let's update the README file. How use state works internally. Okay, so question is how use state works internally. So this array or this value goes into the use state function and it is returned as this variable first one, and then it will also return the set topics so that we can update the value of this topics internally. So internally it does the two things. It gives us a function which will update the variable topics, and it will also give the variable topics which is the initial value we have passing it here. Is that clear? So we are getting two things. So one is topics, which is this value initially, and we are getting a function which will update the topics of this variable. Okay, you got it, Subramaniam?
The question was different. Let me rethink and ask you tomorrow.
Right. I will suggest you something. If you want to, there are a lot of things in the React.js. If you want to understand how use state exactly work it uses a closure at the high level. I'm telling you, it uses the closures in JavaScript. And if you want to really see, you can go into use state and see how they are, go to the use state kind of thing inside it, and you can try to understand each thing inside the code, React code. Okay, so in high level you can say they're using closures to do the things kind of thing. So that is what if someone asks how use state work, you have to use closures. They're using closures to save the information in the variable, and they're returning two things. One is the variable name and one is the function to update that variable name. Okay, then also there are you can go to the React code. This is a big kind of React code inside Node module, and you can go through each React code and try to learn how UseState is working internally, if you are so much interested in doing that one. But practically, you you uh, when you are going for interview or when you are working in the React project, it is expected that how you use a use state. They don't expect you to explain the internal OS to use state, but if some interviewer person asks you how use state is working, then the simple answer is they use a closure to save the value of the topics, and they use the set topic as a function to update that value in that function. So that is the high level thing which you have to use. And similarly, there will be lot of, we will be using use callback, use memo, use effect. Each one has lot of internal complex thing going on inside it. You are free to explore that in the React code, but that is never expected in the React interview or in the React learning part of it. But if you are really interested, you can take time of getting inside it and understanding it. Okay, so that's for if you want to go internally and see how your state is working. But for our purpose, for our practical purpose, we only have to understand that these topics will come as a variable, and this set topics will be used to update the value of topics. That is what is expected in the React interview or in the React practical project only. Okay, so let me write down this. I put it here. So what we did today, I asked you to create the state variable, create state variable to save the information. Second is pass state variable in results function, results component, to display the array. Also pass the set state variable in add component, set state variable in add component to save information in the state. Okay, so this is the information which we did today. Any more questions on what we did today or anything about React? If you have any doubt,